August 5, 1960, 63 years ago today, Burkina Faso gained her independence. 63 years later today, we're here remembering what the sacrifice, the forefathers, and all those who found the nation of Burkina Faso sacrificed to make sure that the people of Burkina Faso live in peace. But the sad thing is, the independence that they gained 63 years ago, it was not really independence, because for the couple years, we have witnessed Burkina Faso fighting for their independence. When you talk about Burkina Faso, most of us will think and we remember the great leader of Africa, Captain Thomas Sankara. What he believed in, what he fought for, and how he saved his people of Burkina Faso. One of the very famous quotes of Sankara is, "Whoever feeds you controls you," because he clearly knew that in order for Africa to redeem herself from the shock of colonialism and economic dependence, we must first and foremost feed ourselves. We must provide.
So he's telling you that really the United States had him killed. Keep listening, my people.
To our table and not rely or depend on foreign aid. Sankara, he did everything he could to fight for the nation of Burkina Faso. On August 2nd, 1984, the president, Captain Thomas Sankara, he decided to rename his country from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, which means the land of the upright, or the land of the honest people, to make sure that the country reflects the people of Burkina Faso. But we all know that he did not live long, because he was betrayed by his best friend, and eventually he was killed. And this is the message that I want to portray all across the continent of Africa and Africans who are living outside of the continent. That for so long we've been blaming the West, we've been blaming colonialists. But the truth of the matter is, most of the time we turn against each other. We betray each other, we sell each other, just like our forefathers who sold our ancestors to slavery. Africa, if we do not realize that we are one people, and if we do not realize that Africa never had a friend, we don't have friends, we'll never have a friend, we're gonna continue to struggle for our unity. Sadly, 63 years later, Burkina Faso is still fighting for her independence. And we all know what is happening right now in Niger, and we know what Burkina Faso, Mali is.
So how can you have independence and it's 63 years later and you still fighting for it? I'm telling you, my people, y'all got to listen to these people, man, because what they doing in these countries, these Western countries, they still, colonialism and slavery is not over. It's still a yoke. We still live in the yoke of it. That's the centerpiece. And they surrounded by it. And they not letting up, man. We got to keep fighting for this. They fighting over there every day. There's, in certain countries in Africa, their language is 70 or 150. But the main language is, number one language is French. Don't you see how they planned and set this up when they did the Berlin Conference in 1884? Look it up, my people, because we've been duped. You have Minister Farrakhan who's been telling you this, and my people ain't been listening. They don't ban no man off of social media if he ain't telling the truth. And look into the international bankers, my people. All this is still going on. The IMF, that's got something to do with the international bankers.
standing with Niger to make sure that they gain her complete independence. But even right now in Burkina Faso, they have a military regime, transition time, to make sure that this country is going to remain in peace for as long as it takes. He made sure that the people of Burkina Faso live in peace with everything that they have. One of the very famous quotes of Thomas Sankara, he once said that whoever feeds you controls you. Believing that for Africa to stand for ourselves, we need first and foremost to feed ourselves. And today I'm here to remind the people of Burkina Faso and the people of Africa that this very day, August 5th, 2023, 63 years later after independence of Burkina Faso, that we still have the work to do. Because the end of colonialism, it was actually the beginning of the fight of independence of Africa. Yes, we were free from colonialism, but we were still dependent economically, and today we're here where we are. And sadly, most of French colonized countries, they have always been colonized. Even their independence